Areas of tornadoes as well as damaging hail, along with wind and isolated flooding, all possible July 4th as well as Wednesday the 5th. Here's a look at the outlook. This is July 4th, so Tuesday. This slight risk area in yellow covers areas of Minneapolis to Omaha to Denver and Cheyenne and points in between and surrounding. That is the risk area for Tuesday. We may see that threat area increase with the latest data by Tuesday morning. But as of this video, that's your slight risk area. And then we shift that down to the south from Denver to Raton, New Mexico, Panhandle of Texas out toward Wichita, Kansas City, St. Louis, and Chicago with the highest risk of severe thunderstorms by Wednesday. And again, we're talking about isolated tornadoes, hail large enough to create damage, damaging wind, as well as some isolated flooding with this setup. What is the setup? Well, generally speaking, we are seeing these thunderstorms developing up over the north and shifting on down to the south. This animation will walk you through the midweek. I'll call out the times, so you lock your eyes to the location on the map for you, and I'll call out the times to help you with your reference. So we'll begin to play Monday at 6 p.m. Here's 9 p.m., and then we'll go through the overnight, Tuesday morning at 3 a.m., 6 a.m., then 9, and then noon. And you're seeing thunderstorms overnight for the northern plains. Once we hit Tuesday afternoon, here's 3 o'clock, Colorado getting the action, Kansas by 6, 9 o'clock, a line of damaging thunderstorms from Des Moines down into the panhandles. As we get into Wednesday morning, still a complex of thunderstorms continues for Wednesday midday. This is noon now. Wednesday 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m. You see the cluster of thunderstorms is really focused more so on the plains, but another batch out into Colorado, into New Mexico, and the panhandles. Into Thursday morning, 6 a.m., 9 a.m., and noon. Much quieter across the country, but we'll see activity increase Thursday afternoon into the night. Weather 5280, if you're just looking for Colorado information, check out that YouTube page or the site, weather5280.com. We'll give you the specific information to keep you safe on July 4th. Now on to the moisture outlook. We do have two bullseyes. One is kind of the Flint Hills and Osage country. These areas may pick up more than 3 inches of rainfall. And then another bullseye is up to the north, northern Corn Belt into the upper Midwest, looking at some totals of 1.5 inches to 2 inches. This is going throughout the next week. However, the focus of this really is over the next few days. And with that much rainfall over a short period of time, that's where the isolated flooding risk continues. Notice how dry and quiet the west is, but quite a bit of moisture going for the central and the eastern U.S. over the coming days. We do have heat to talk about as well as another hazard going forward. Not just severe thunderstorms, heat as well. A number of records will be set across the southern U.S., out to the east. A couple of record highs will be possible throughout Wisconsin and the Pacific Northwest. So any star you see on the map, that is a forecast record high to be set during the course of the week. Excessive heat does continue, with watching out for the southwest, parts of southern Texas into Louisiana, as well as the far southeast. Again, that's hazardous heat for the next couple of days, but let's see where the excessive heat will be into next week. A growing area from Florida throughout Texas into Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona, into parts of Utah, Colorado, and California. There will be a risk of excessive heat there and record-breaking heat, as well as the Pacific Northwest continuing to stay quite hot over the next couple of weeks. Again, that's through 2 weeks of heat. In the last video, we talked about the excessive heat continuing throughout July and the temperature outlook for the month. Wind areas, haven't had many of those recently, but there is a risk of high wind coming in with that heat later next week. So the 8th through the 14th of July, look out across the southwestern U.S. for significant winds in that area. That's today's Daily Shower. That last video walks you through the July outlook.